stuff though, so you don't have to worry about that. Does Costco? Oh, Costco does sell computers.
Hey guys, wait a moment.
I didn't know that.
Okay, can you repeat that?
1 terabyte. Firefight. I have my mask on, okay, so hang in there. 1 terabyte, 5,400 RPM, SATA, HDD, graphics Intel, UHD graphics.
Ultra HD. That's integrated graphics. What's the processor?
That's not good. That's not a good one.
I just need to know what the processor is.
The what?
The processor.
The processor. So does it say like a Intel or AMD?
Yeah, it's 10th generation Intel Core i5 10210U processor.
That's 630, and yeah, that's a solid deal right there, actually. How much is it? That'll work. You just have to put a card in it later, but that'll work for what he wants.
Yeah, it's $479.99.
There's a Inspiron 3880. I'm looking on their website, and I'll see if I can't find something similar with a little bit.
That's just a laptop anyway. It's a 17.3 inch screen. But there's a gaming laptop for $699. 4 GB graphic card, 13.7-point gaming screen. I'm not sure.
What's the graphics in it?
What's the graphics in it?
Graphics are it's a 4 GB graphic card. Graphics card. That's what it says. And it's
So
MSI. Sorry. Wait a minute.
What?
It says Core i5 Intel 10th generation Geforce GeForce GTX. And
GTX, is it a 1050?
I don't know. It's also the GeForce.
What? Okay, so GTX. What is the GTX number?
It doesn't have one. It just says it says NVIDIA. Idiot.
Nvidia.
Yeah.
GTX. Does it have a...
MSI.
So it's a GeForce Nvidia GTX. Is there any numbers with it, like 1050?
It doesn't say.
What's the price on it? Like 600? It's almost certainly 1050 or 1030. I'll take a look on their website.
It goes down from 840.
Yeah. If it's a 1050 or a 1060, that's a solid deal. Like that's gonna be.
Yeah.
That's a really good deal if it's a 1050 or a 1060. And that will be perfect for what you want. That's the same level as the laptops I sent you, Taylor.
Oh, nice. How does this compare to the tower we were looking at?
Better.
It's better than the tower we were looking at? Oh, yeah, I guess it is
more modern. That's the only reason. You could upgrade the tower, but not by much.
Okay.
Let me
But
see
that is the thing, we could upgrade the tower over time with cheaper parts.
Being as old as it is, probably not. But again, that laptop's probably your best bet. Is it a 10th gen?
Yeah.
It's an i5 too, not 9.
There's another person looking at it. There's one for $1,199.
Oh, that is far out of our range. No.
I'd say grab that 599 one or whatever it was, the laptops you were talking about. That's probably your best bet.
How much is it?
The other one was $699, and then they have $1,199.
Okay, what was the laptop that we were discussing for a long time?
$699. That $699 is probably going to be your best deal.
Okay, so we don't know what graphics card it has in it, though.
For being $700, it's going to be a 1050 or higher, guaranteed.
Okay, what's the gigahertz on processor?
I wish I knew,
it's an i5?
Buy on it right now. It's just saying that it's worth it.
It is.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's an i5, it has a Nvidia GeForce.
What brand is it?
It is an, it is a, what the hell is this one? Oh, it's an MSI.
MSI?
What a dragon. picture of a dragon? Like the
Yeah,
one-
MSI. I know what she's talking about. 699 i5 GTX 1650 Ti, Taylor. 699. I found it right here. Yeah, that's a fantastic deal. That's a 10th gen i5 10300 with a 4 gig 1650 Ti, and does it have specs? And 512 gig NVMe. Yeah, that's
What's
solid.
the-
I take that now. Like, that's a fantastic deal.
Okay, what's the storage on it?
512 gig.
There's on it.
Okay, yeah, I could work with that.
512 gig SSD with 8 gigs of RAM.
Is it 1,000, the 600?
No,
There's someone else looking at right now.
no, we're not looking at the $1,000 computer.
No, the 699 one. The 699 one is your best deal in terms of laptops. That's like right at the sweet spot for price performance. The 1650 Ti is one step below the graphics card I have in my desktop at the moment, Taylor. And that processor is pretty much the same.
Double kill.
GHD. Huh?
Reinforcements.
So,
Could you repeat, Tyler?
so that laptop graphics card combo is pretty much on par with mine, and I paid $4,000 for mine. So, you know, that's a solid deal.
That's a good one.
Yeah, that 699. It's the MSI GF75 Thin Gaming 10th Gen i5 GTX MSI 1650 Ti, 144 hertz 1080p display, 17.3 inch screen, and it's black with red light up keyboard.
Is
Yeah.
that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
Yeah,
It is.
that's this one. I have it on their website. That's
And it's a gaming laptop, right?
yeah, that is so a GTX. Basically, you can tell what a laptop is by what's in it. So if it says an Intel Core or a Intel Pentium, an Intel Core means it's a full-fledged computer. An Intel Pentium means it's a cheap, everyday use computer. You can tell what generation a processor is by the number. So, for example, this one's an Intel Core i5-10. That means it's a 10th generation i5, and it's a 300, so it's 10300. That means it's the third iteration of that 10th gen processor. And you can tell the graphics card by Nvidia. If it's a GT, it's the low end. If it's a GTX, it's the high end. A TI and a non-TI are graphics cards that are the same with slightly different amounts of power in them, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, even though it's a good computer, they're coming out with even better ones for more money. But, let's see.
Okay, so Tyler, I imagine this one that we're looking at.
That one would be on par with my desktop.
And how much longer do you think your desktop has that's going to be relevant?
10 years.
10 years. Yeah, no, that's fucking brilliant.
No, that 10th gen, that's the latest processor, Taylor. That's a 10th generation i5. They haven't even come out with the 11th gen yet. That's brand new. That computer's perfect.
Okay, so that's the one that we're going to end up getting. Now, there is an HP 17.3 laptop for $479. And it says that it has graphics Intel UHD graphics. It has
That's an integrated graphics, so it's not a graphics card. Again, that would be fine too, but it just won't last as long as the 699 one.
What does that mean? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that because I'm in
Okay, so an Nvidia or an AMD is a dedicated graphics card. That means it has a separate graphics card designed only for that. An integrated UHD or a Vega for AMD. UHD are built into the processor. So basically those are onboard graphics. There's no dedicated hardware. Well, the UHD 630 is okay, it just won't last as long as the other one would.
And okay, so how much long would this one last year that she's looking at now?
At the moment it wouldn't play everything, but it would play some stuff. And again, with the UHD, it's a little finicky. It just depends on the graphics card. So being a UHD and a 10th gen i5, it'd last you a couple of years maybe. It just wouldn't play super high-end games.
Okay, but
So
it lasts
the gaming
like.
one is better then.
It,
The gaming one is better.
Absolutely.
so we're looking
There's
at
time cards.
3 years versus 10 years investment.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
As long as
Yeah.
you take care of it.
Yeah, just as long as I make sure to like actually like clear out the dust, etc.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the one that you want. The gaming one.
Yeah,
It's not as nice as that $1,000 one over there, though.
I wouldn't when you start getting up to the $1,000, you start hitting the opposite way of price to performance. So like your sweet spot for price to performance is $500 to $800. That's the perfect spot. When you start overspending like that $1,000 on a laptop, it'll be great, but it'll last just as long as the other one.
Only a
Now,
13.
I overspent and I dropped 4 G's into mine just because I'm an enthusiast.
Yeah. Yeah, this
But-
one, the $1,000 one, or the $1,200 one only has a 15-inch screen, and there's not
Probably
much
has
difference.
It probably has a 2060 in it though.
Difference in i7.
Yeah, so an i7, again, he's not doing what I do, which is like high-end editing or anything like that. So an i5 is perfect. Again, that's the price. With computers, it's real finicky. You don't want to overspend, but you also don't want to underspend. So like, again, the $500 to $700 range is your sweet spot. I think I found the one you're talking about though, and it has an RTX 2060 in it, which is significantly better than even mine, but again, not worth it.
Not worth extra money.
No, because you can buy a desktop with an RTX for about half that.
Yeah.
It also incredibly wouldn't last.
Everyone
Yeah.
wanted to later or not? Or add anything to it?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Okay,
He didn't hear you?
I found it. Great.
He didn't hear you. What did you say?
Reinforcement.
Oh, I just said, can you add any more to that laptop later if you wanted to? Or is there a possibility of that? Or is
So-
it just what it is?
You could add more storage, and you could probably add more RAM. The graphics card and processors on laptops, you can't really upgrade. But again, for what he wants to do, that laptop will last him a decade. It's not like even 5 years ago you couldn't buy a laptop and have it last forever. With a high-end gaming laptop like that, as long as you take care of it, you'll be fine. Now, don't expect to get fantastic battery life because you won't, but it'll work perfectly fine for the next decade.
It's plugged in anyway, so
Yeah, pretty much.
yeah.
Well, it makes sense to me. So, okay, I think that's the one. Now, what we have to do is, I'm going to take a picture of it, and then I'm going to take
Okay, this is sounding very epic, and I'm the only thing is I'm just like really irked by splurging that much money, and I'm really not secure. I don't feel secure in that.
If your mother wants to try it, you could probably lease one through a website, but you'd be paying a monthly payment rather than all out at once, which is what I did.
Sorry, Tyler, what were you saying, Mom?
I was just thinking that, Team Drama, me and you would split off. I don't think any of us would split off by ourselves first. I think if we throw all of our money in together, to help you get it, you can have it.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like it takes 3 of us to bring in our spare luxury money, and I'm not secure. I don't feel secure in that.
And to
For
turn
once, just go ahead and do it. Trust me, it's a great investment.
Okay.
Laptops hold their value, unlike desktops. So, like my desktop, I couldn't resell it for half of what I paid for it. A laptop will hold its value.
Okay, because it's portable and usable by business.
Yeah, everybody wants a laptop. Nobody wants a desktop, unless you're like me or Dippy, who's dedicated gaming rigs and only gaming. I have a laptop myself for my work stuff. That's what I do for my work when I travel. I take that with me. I don't touch the
Okay. So yeah, I could get a tower, but then I wouldn't really be able to use it. College, work, etc.
Exactly.
So this is better.
Even I have a $4,000 rig, and even I have to keep a laptop.
Yeah. So this would be an even better investment because it's 2-in-1. I'm able to use it for play and burn.
Okay. Okay, thank you very much, Tyler.
Bonus round.
Taylor,
Not a problem.
Another successful
we have to get,
I'd pin the medal
we have
on
you,
you myself.
yeah, we're gonna have to do it.
Yeah. So we were